Yehudi.
For years, Pakistan's leadership has denied consistently any association with any terror groups. But today, its brazen lies have been exposed after its Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region chief minister, a mainstream elected politician, shared a stage with Hafiz Saeed's brother-in-law and Jamaat-ud-Dawa's second-in-command, Abdul Rehman Makki. It doesn't get more brazen than this.
इस मुल्क में हमारे दीन के खिलाफ, हमारे ईमान के खिलाफ किसी ने आवाज़ उठाई तो आप लोग खड़े रहे, आप लोगों ने इसका दिफा किया, मैं आपको मुबारक देता हूँ.
This is Khattak, Chief Minister of Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region, rubbing shoulders with none other than 2611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed's brother-in-law and Jamaat-ud-Dawa's second-in-command Abdul Rehman Makki. Khattak, who belongs to cricketer-turned-politician Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party, even went on to hail the JUD leadership.
इस मुल्क में हमारे दीन के खिलाफ, हमारे ईमान के खिलाफ किसी ने आवाज़ उठाई तो आप लोग खड़े रहे, आप लोगों ने इसका दिफा किया, मैं आपको मुबारक देता हूँ.
The terror conclave completely exposing its civilian leadership claims of not harboring terror bosses. The event took place just days after US President ratcheted up pressure on Terrorism by cutting funding to Pakistan.
Now it is established that Pakistan is trying to legitimize Hafiz Saeed, seek legitimacy either through diplomats who represent their respective countries in Pakistan or through constitutional authorities within their own country.
With its civilian leadership brazenly shaking hands with terrorists, Pakistan's deceit and lies are out for the world to see once again. With Hamza Amir in Islamabad and Anindya Banerjee in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hamza Amir joining us live from Islamabad for more on this. Hamza, in the ongoing effort to mainstream someone like Hafiz Saeed, Pakistan has also denied any, political association with him as he tries to sort of reimagine himself as some kind of a politician in Pakistan. But this completely flies in the face of that, doesn't it, Hamza? How is the government, how is the system explain something like the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region sharing a stage with Makki?
Well, Shiv, I tell you, the Chief Minister of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, Khattak, belongs to the party Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf,
yes,
led by the cricketer turned politician Imran Khan,
yes,
who actually talks about, a strong stand against terrorism, and he talks against Nawaz Sharif, and he says that, that it is important to stand against terrorism. But what you see on ground is entirely different. His chief minister has not only shared the stage with Hafiz Saeed's brother, he's also shared the stage with the guy from whose school Mullah Fazlullah, the leader of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, was studied from. That is Maulana Samiul Haq from Akhoda Khattak. So that raises serious concerns that, now when we talk about Hafiz Saeed and his organization being on the banned
yes,
outfit list from the Pakistan Ministry of Interior, other political parties which include Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf are actually supporting these organizations, allowing them to arrange gatherings and, spread negativity when it comes to India. And that is something that actually exposes and probably to a great extent raises serious concerns on what Pakistan is doing and what it intends to do, because both the sides, it actually is going to be suffering major embarrassment globally because it is not acting against terror, which it claims it is.
Absolutely. Hamza, stay with me for a moment. Our Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan, is also with us live. Geeta, has India taken note of this? I mean, I'm sure they have, considering the number of times something like this has actually happened. Now you've got the Chief Minister of a province sharing a stage with Hafiz Saeed's own brother-in-law at this Jamaat-ud-Dawa event.
Well, Shiv, it does not come as a surprise to the Indian establishment. India has been talking about the politico-terror nexus that exists within Pakistan. Hafiz Saeed sharing the days, or a minister sharing the days with Hafiz Saeed, is not something that's new. We do know that these are incidents that have taken place in the past as well. But yes, it does come somewhat as a shocker that the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is not under the PMLN government. It basically is the PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, and the fact that these political parties and leadership, Shiv, have no concern for what is really happening and the heavy price that Pakistan is already paying for having shown and openly showing the nexus between politicians, political leadership, the Pakistan establishment and terror networks such as Hafiz Saeed and Jamaat-ud-Dawa.
It's incredible. The Indian system will not be surprised by what's going on. But we've got some breaking news coming in. Well, just days after US President Donald Trump launched a blistering attack on Pakistan, now the Central Intelligence Agency's chief, Mike Pompeo, has also come down heavily on Pakistan, responding to questions on the Trump administration's recent decision to cut all aid to Pakistan. The CIA chief has said that Pakistan continues to provide a safe haven to terrorists, which is not acceptable to the United States. He further went on to say, and I quote, "The president has made very clear that he needs Pakistan to cease being a safe haven for terrorists that threaten the United States of America. End, period, full stop." So that's a pretty hard statement there coming in from the CIA chief. I want to go back to Geeta on this story. Geeta, it was first Trump who had that unsparing remark to make in terms of a warning to Pakistan. It was followed by aid being cut. Now you've got the CIA chief reiterating it and once again saying the words, Pakistan needs to stop being a terror safe haven.
Well, Shiv, we have been saying this since the time Trump administration has started making the kind of statements that it is making, and that is that this is the first time, and there is a marked difference from what Trump administration is doing as opposed to the past administrations. And so we see a lot of tough talk, not just the president and the freezing of aid, but also now the CIA director coming out and saying that Pakistan continues to have safe havens, goes to show that there will be some walking of the talk, but how much of action will be taken is what we have to wait and see. We do know that US is worried about the Haqqani network and Taliban. Some senior State Department officials also speaking to media persons have said that it also includes Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jamaat-ud-Dawa and Hafiz Saeed. But Shiv, the focus has to be on what is happening on the ground. We see a lot of tough statements. A senior State Department official also said that the decision is reversible.
Yes.
Now that is more important. Will US reverse its decision if they see some small gesture from Pakistan? I'm waiting for what US will do if Pakistan shows some forward movement on what US wants.
And that's really the important part. What's the follow-up? How is the United States going to continue to prove that it really means the very harsh words it has said through its president and now through the CIA chief? Unsparing words, very much in line with what India has been telling the world for many, many years now. But as Geeta said, what is the follow-up? If India is to really call this a success, diplomatically or otherwise, there has to be tangible, visible, demonstrable action by the United States against Pakistan. Geeta, thanks very much for that. Meanwhile, 2611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed continues to spew venom. His brother-in-law is moving and shaking with politicians in Pakistan, but Hafiz himself is busy doing what he does best. He again addressed a massive jihadi rally in Pakistan's Peshawar over the weekend. He did not attend the rally in person, but addressed it through a video conference. In the fresh terror rant, the UN designated terrorist says India will never be allowed to become a power in the region. He added that his cadre will go to each and every city in Pakistan to mobilize the people against India. And we know what that means. This comes just 2 days after Hafiz Saeed held a public rally in Rawalpindi, where he declared that 2018 will be a year dedicated to promoting his jihadi agenda in Kashmir.
दुश्मनों को नाकाम करना है। इस खित्ते की सुपर पावर बनने के ख्वाब देखने वाले इंडिया को नाकाम करना है और दुनिया के अंदर कब्जे जमाने वाले और जुल्म करने वाले तागूतों को भी इंशाअल्लाह नाकाम करना है।
Free run, Hamza, the free run for Hafiz Saeed after his, so-called house arrest, the restrictions on his travel, etc., appears to have been even more of a farce because he's simply back to doing what he does best, which is hold these mega rallies and basically call for war against India.
Well, Shiv, if I tell you a timeline since the time Hafiz Saeed was released from detention, this is what he said. He said, we will launch a campaign to unite and go ahead even out of Pakistan to actually, go out to people and talk to them and unite them against India and to wage actually, a freedom fight, as he calls it, in Kashmir and for Kashmir. He continues to do that, because even if the Pakistani government a day before had actually put the name of Jamaat al-Dawa and Falah Insan Foundation in the banned list, they are out in the open. They are doing what they had plans on doing. So their timetable is going as per schedule, no matter what decisions or actions the government is showing that it is taking. Because on one side, Hafiz Saeed does not only enjoy the support of portions of the ruling government of PMLN, he now enjoys the support of another provincial ruling government in Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Insaf. Now, that is something that actually, is a serious concern, because Hafiz Saeed has been talking against India. This is not something new that he's saying.
Yes.
He's called 2017 as the year for Kashmir, and he said they put me behind bars because of that. And now he's also said that 2018 is going to be the year for Kashmir, and he's also said that his organization members are going to go across country. That means this is not the last or the first public gathering that you're seeing.
Okay.
They are actually going to continue going to various places, holding public gatherings where Hafiz Saeed is not present in person, then he is going to be present via telephone or a video call.
Right.
And that is something that raises concern, that what is happening on ground and what is on document is completely contradicting each other.
Thanks very much, Hamza. We'll keep a spotlight on that big story, all the developments. Can't take an eye off India's most wanted terrorist, Hafiz Mohammad Saeed. We've got some breaking news coming in. Okay, news just breaking here on India First. 3 terrorists have been killed in an encounter with security forces in the Chadura area of Jammu and Kashmir's Budgam district. A joint team of the army and the Jammu and Kashmir Police Special Operations Group, along with CRPF personnel, had launched a cordon and search operation in the area. As the joint team of forces intensified their search, the hiding terrorists opened fire, triggering an all-out firefight and encounter. Well, following that very violent clash, there has been a snapping of internet services by authorities because of clashes very close to the area where this encounter was taking place. A senior police officer has told India Today the operation has concluded with the killing of at least 3 terrorists at Kanira Patalgam in Chadura. With the killing of these terrorists, the death toll is now 3, he said. Well, soon after the news about the encounter spread, people, mostly youth, took to the streets at Chadura and its adjoining areas and started pelting stones at the security forces. Shujaul Haq joins us live from Srinagar. Shuja, what's the current situation in Chadura? We understand that there was some stone pelting at the security forces at the end of this encounter in which 3 terrorists were killed.
Well, that's right. There was some incidents of clashes that were reported from the place. But at this point of time, now it seems that the area has been brought under control. However, 3 militants have been killed, out of which 2 are believed to be foreign nationals. 1 is a local. Police have said that they had the information about presence of these militants earlier, and that's how they launched a cordon and search operation, which was fired upon, and that's how this entire encounter subsequently ensued. Shiv, this encounter actually started early in the day and lasted till the evening. Right now, the police is saying that we're still carrying out searches and trying to figure out if there are any more militants, in the area.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Shuja, for getting us the latest on that story. We'll keep a track of that. So 3 terrorists were killed in this particular encounter. 2 are foreign nationals. 1 is a local. Meanwhile, intelligence agencies are having sleepless nights over reports of a possible impending terror strike on Delhi's Akshardham temple during the upcoming Republic Day celebrations. A suspected terrorist allegedly plotting a strike on the Akshardham shrine on Republic Day was nabbed from the Bhopal Shatabdi Express near Mathura on Sunday. The accused, a Jammu and Kashmir resident, Bilal Ahmed Wani, spilled the beans about his accomplices after being grilled by the UP anti-terror squad. The suspects had been staying in a Delhi-based hotel near Jama Masjid and had fled the premises. The police are grilling the two suspects and a search is on for their accomplices who have allegedly fled to Jammu and Kashmir. The ATS is yet to confirm if a terror link has been established. Sudhi Ranjan Sen, our editor, joins us live for more on this. Sudhi, we commonly hear about intelligence threats and intelligence alerts in the run-up to Republic Day when the country is traditionally on high alert. This time, there have been some significant detentions and interrogations are currently on to actually see if there is a specific threat.
Well, yes, Shiv. I mean, one boy, Vani, to be specific, he was picked up after the conductor or the ticket collector, so to say, of the railways raised an alarm. He was handed over to the Railway Protection Force that subsequently raised an alarm. The UPSTF, that's a special task force, the Intelligence Bureau, the Delhi Police all got into action because according to this boy, there was some kind of a terror threat or a terror attack that was being planned, and possibility of a very well-known religious place in Delhi was likely to be targeted, but that doesn't seem to be matching up as yet. Background checks, continuing as subsequent raids and checks. That is where it stands. Now, what people are telling me from the security establishment, that most likely, and I underline that word, that it may just turn out to be a hoax. But then with the kind of security alert or heightened alert that we see during the 26 January parade, and mind you, this time we are going to have not one guest, we are going to have 10.
Yes.
We're going to have 10 heads of state out here. So all the more reason why we are so hyper and checking perhaps every little bit that raises suspicion. Shiv.
Thanks very much, Shruti, for getting us the latest on that. It's going to be an active run-up to Republic Day. Security forces are out there. They've got an extremely difficult job. We'll keep our viewers updated on all that comes in.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.